Rematch is so addicting. Honestly, I just can't stop playing this game at the moment. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know why a game like this hasn't come out like years ago. Like, we had like Rocket League that come out and it was like based off football. But, we haven't actually had like an arcade football game, which is really weird. But at least we have one now, and honestly, I'm enjoying it so much. So when you start up the game, you will notice you will go through like a little tutorial, and it's probably best to actually go through it, to be honest, because obviously you learn how to play, you learn all the controls and all the buttons, and it does help out quite a lot than just going straight into matches and picking it up. So you do learn quite a bit from just the tutorial. After you've done the tutorial and you're ready to get into like an online game, you'll notice that there's ranked and also unranked. And in unranked, you've got 3v3, 4v4 and 5v5, and ranked there's only 5v5. You might not think so, but these different gamers actually changed the game a lot. So like 3v3 is a lot different from 5v5. So in like 3v3, you've got to like sort of, you're more in possession of the ball, so it's sort of more like your own skill. But like 5v5 is really like team based, so a lot of your players have got to be good, and like even just one player can just let you down, to be honest. And also your positioning in 5v5 has got to be a lot better. Like, you can't just like stay up front maybe like 3v3 and just run back. You can't do that in 5v5 because there's going to be like people staying up front, and you're going to like make space for like the opponent. So you've actually sort of got to have defenders and attackers. Even if it's just like one or two defenders, but there's someone always got to be pretty much back, to be honest. If you're just starting out in this game, I really suggest just playing 3v3 because you're going to have more time on the ball and you're going to learn and pick up a lot of more things than just playing 5v5, because you're going to have just less time on the ball while playing 5v5. I won't say much about 4v4 because, to be honest, it's just pretty much a mix of the 3v3 and 5v5. I will say it is a shame that at the moment 5v5 is just on ranked at the moment, because it would be nice to have like a 3v3, because in my situation anyway, I've only got pretty much two mates to play with at the moment, especially because it's not cross-platform. I will get into that a bit more later, but yeah, at the moment I've only got two friends to play with. So I like to play 3v3 because obviously I can feel the whole team. 5v5 I can't, so it would be nice to have a 3v3 on ranked, but I do understand that 5v5 is a lot more skilled, to be honest. You do have to, as I said, position yourself more and make a lot more passes and everything, but I do think they will add 3v3 ranked in the future, to be honest. The first 5 matches in ranked will be placement games, so it will work out what rank you will be, and the ranks are at the moment bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond and elite. You will also have divisions in each rank as well, and there'll be 3 divisions, and there'll be division 3, 2 and 1. But the lowest division is actually 3, and you'll work your way up to division 1 and then the next rank higher. You also can't get D-ranked as well from your rank. So let's say you're silver division 3, you can't get ranked down to division 1 of bronze. But let's say you're in silver division 1, you can get ranked down to silver division 2. You'll notice when you get into a game, you'll be in like a certain position, but every time you score or they score, it will change, which I think is really fair, because like not everybody likes being in goal, but you don't have to stay in goal the whole time, just until you score or they score. But you do get the odd idiot that just can run out of goal and not be in goal. But to be honest, whoever the game chooses to be in goal, most people do respect that and do stay in goal. But of course, you can change positions anytime. So if someone don't want to be in goal, but someone else does want to be in goal, you can just do that as well. You're not locked in a certain position. For me personally, I enjoy being outfield, but also in goal. Like, a goalkeeper is a really important role in the game, and you do have to make some really important saves, and you are making saves throughout the whole game. This is a fast-paced like football arcade game, so you're always on the ball, and it's also good as well if you're a goalkeeper to run out a bit, so if the ball's coming, you can just run out, clear it, you don't have to just be stuck in the box all the time. You can also call for the ball, which is really important, to be honest, so your teammates know where you are. But some people online, they keep spamming it. Like, you don't have to keep spamming it, just click it once, call for the ball, they know where you are, then they can choose to pass to you or not. You might also notice while playing, sometimes the background scenery will change, and there's some really cool like background scenery that you can see. Like, sometimes it's underwater, in the mountains, whatever. So many like different scenery that it can change to, and most of these you can unlock through the store, and to be honest, most of them are for free. So now let's talk about the store of the game, and obviously the store at the moment is not big at all. There's like only a few things you can buy, and some you can just unlock the currency in game and buy it anyway. And I did actually buy one thing, and this is obviously you could only buy with real money. You couldn't unlock it any currency in the game, and this was a Ronaldinho skin, and to be honest, I think that's really cool. And obviously now it's only got the one skin, but I'm really sure like in the future they can add so many different skins of different players when the game just gets more popular. Then you can also buy something called a captain's pass, which is pretty much like a season pass, and I will go through this a bit because basically there's these different tiers you can buy, and the more you play, the more you can unlock. But everything you unlock is obviously like customization and everything, but everything there you can't get unless you get the captain's pass. So you get a lot of free stuff, but some stuff are like premium stuff which you only can get with the captain's pass. I will say I do like how they've done these tiers with the captain pass, because it's not just like a tier system, like Call of Duty's pass and all that boring. They've actually been a bit more creative with it. It's like an actual like football tournament. You've got like pre-season friendly, and it goes up to like championship, and it's like you're progressing through your like football career. Now the customization in the game, you can pretty much customize your player however you want, unless you want to use a special skin, which would be in my case Ronaldinho. And as I said, you can pretty much customize your player however you want. You can change the hair, you can change like your kit, the kit colors, what they're wearing, everything. I'm pretty sure, to be honest, the more the game goes on, the more customization you're going to unlock, and the better, to be honest, your players are going to be looking in the future. There's going to be so much like creativity in the future, to be honest. And you're also going to be coming across a load of special skins in the future as well, like the Ronaldinhos, the Messis, the Ronaldos. Honestly, you're going to be playing against so many different like players in the future. But the only problems I really have with the game at the moment is, to begin with, is the no crossplay. They have confirmed they are adding it, but at the moment there is no crossplay, so it is annoying if you're playing on Xbox and your friends are on Steam and you can't play with them. It's annoying, so you have to keep playing on your own. And also as well, I do have some server problems. Sometimes I just crash out the game for no reason, and that can also get really annoying. But to be honest, that has improved since launch, and that probably in the future that'd be like a non-existent problem. They're going to fix the servers eventually. And also as well, while you're in the main menu, I would like them to add a lot more music. I know this is a new game, and hopefully they do add a lot more music, sort of like Rocket League, and they just keep updating it with the music. Not like FIFA used to be, where it's the same music. They just keep updating it like Rocket League, and I think that would be a bit more interesting and a bit more fun, while waiting in the main menu. Honestly, this game has so much potential to be so good, and hopefully they just keep it up, because at the moment they're doing really good. I'm really enjoying the game. They just need to keep updating it, keep all the players interested, and hopefully a lot more people as well will sort of get into the game, because as I said, this game has so much potential to be good. And at the moment there's no esports or anything, but in the future of course there will be, and hopefully also that will help the game get a bit more popular, and there's going to be a lot more like sort of esports fans for the game. And to be honest, like this game for like esports would be like perfect, because it's pretty much football. Everyone gets football. So at the moment this is my go-to multiplayer game. Call of Duty I'm bored of. Rocket League I used to play quite a bit, but now I've moved to this because I sort of prefer it being football. As I used to play loads of FIFA in the past, so to be honest this is perfect for me. And one thing honestly I really like about Rematch is that it's just pure skill on how you play, to be honest, because there's no upgrading anything, there's no upgrading your player. It is literally you play and improve. That is it. And this game as well also reminds me a lot of FIFA Street, and FIFA Street was really popular and fun back in the day. That's all I pretty much have to say about Rematch. They have so much potential with this game, and hopefully they just keep updating it and keeping players interested. And let me know your thoughts on Rematch. What do you think they should add to the game? What do you think like improvements they should do? Because this is still a new game. There's so many things they can add and so many things they can improve. So just let me know your thoughts down below.